Good afternoon, everybody. I think we're ready to get started. You guys ready? This is a very special day today. Welcome, everyone, family members and friends. My name is Bill Dooley. I'm a lieutenant with the Fresno Police Department, and on behalf of the entire Fresno Police Department, I wish to welcome each and every one of you to this very special day. It's special because of two reasons. We're having two separate ceremonies today, a swearing-in ceremony and a promotional ceremony. In just a few minutes, 23 community members are going to receive their badges, stand before you, and take an oath. They have spent probably hundreds of hours preparing for this moment. They have dedicated themselves now to this profession of law enforcement. And they will take this oath to serve and protect the community that we love. And then after that, we're going to be promoting 7 officers to new staff positions. These officers have been serving our community for years and years. They've studied, they've trained, they've tested, and they've been selected for these new positions of leadership within our organization. And we're very proud of each and every one of them. Thank you again for joining us today. Now, before we get started, there are a couple of housekeeping duties that we need to take care of. First, thank you guys very much for being flexible in the change of location. We started hearing that we're going to have a lot more people than what City Hall could actually hold. So thank you for being flexible at the last minute and moving to the hall here. The City of Fresno has asked that all participants do wear a mask, and we appreciate your consideration of this. And if anybody does need a mask, we have extras at the front. Now, we know that this is a very special occasion for all of you, not just the folks that are getting their badges. Everyone's going to want to take pictures. We promise you there will be plenty of opportunities to take pictures and capture these moments of your loved ones. And the final housekeeping is that after the ceremony, we do have refreshments off on the side brought to us by the Fresno Police Officer Association and the Police Chaplaincy. So once all of this is done, we do ask that you join us. Now we will, just to let you know, after the ceremony for a couple of minutes, take everybody away, all that are being sworn in, for a group picture. And once that's done, we'll go ahead and release them to all the family members. All right, so let's go ahead and get this going. I'm sure you guys don't want to sit there and listen to me talking. So I would like at this time to introduce and invite up to the podium our chaplain, Rodney Lowry. If you would please come up for the invocation. If I could ask everyone to please rise for the invocation and then remain standing, for after the invocation, we'll have the presentation of colors and the Pledge of Allegiance. Sir.
Thank you, sir. Please join me in a word of prayer. Father, we want to pause for a moment to recognize you, to thank you for a special day, a day in so many lives that they're standing in the gap, God. Maybe in a time that is unpopular, they recognize the need to serve the citizens community of Fresno. So we want to celebrate that, God. We just ask that you would just show yourself faithful once again. Keep our agency, as you have done so for so many years. Keep us safe. Lord, I pray for our leadership, our new chief, the mayor of our city. Just pray that you would continue to give them wisdom and direction, how to bring this city together, to heal some of the wounds that it may have experienced over the years, God. We just ask that you would just bless each one, those that are being promoted, those that are just stepping into this noble industry. Protect their families, give them encouragement, God. We thank you for, again, the opportunity that we can come together in a difficult season and celebrate not only achievement, but the birthing of a new career for so many. And we just, again, ask for your safety over this city and our police department. We ask these things in his name's sake. Amen.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Color Guard, present colors. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated. Now, before we begin, I would like to point out a couple of dignitaries that are here joining us today. First off, our mayor, Jerry Dyer. I would also like to point out our city manager, Thomas Escueda. Where are you at? There you are, sir. Council member Mike Carbasi. Where are you, Mike? Someone said you were here. There we go. And then assistant city manager, Francine Kane. I wasn't going to forget you, Francine. Now, from our department, we have our executive staff that is here as well. Our Chief Paco Valderrama, sorry, sir. Chief Phil Cooley. There we go. Deputy Chief Mark Salazar. Deputy Chief Mike Reed. And several of our captains are joining us as well. Captain Mindy Casto. Hi, Mindy. Captain Martinez. Captain Gross. And finally, Captain Rowe. All right, thank you guys very much. At this time, I would like to invite up to the podium our mayor for a couple of words. Mayor, would you like to come up, please?
Just a couple of words. Let me start off by saying welcome to all of you folks that are here today. Whether you're here to support a loved one who's just coming into the profession, or you're here to support one of your loved one that's going to be elevated into another position, a higher position of authority in the police department. I want to take this opportunity on the part of the city of Fresno to welcome all of you. I want to just make a few remarks to our recruits, our police officers. Those 11, I believe, that have recently graduated from the academy. The others, perhaps, who are in a field training program now, or in orientation. I want to say welcome you to the police department and to the city of Fresno family. You know, it's not everybody today that is willing to raise their right hand and take the oath of office to become a Fresno police officer or a police officer in general. And it's no secret that we are battling, not only in Fresno, but across this nation, an increasing trend in terms of crime, violent crime. And in California, we've seen an incredible weakening of the criminal justice system. That's been going on for several years and gotten increasingly worse as a result of a lack of consequences and accountability for criminals. And so coming into this profession at today's time is very challenging and difficult. But it's also difficult because of the fact that the image of law enforcement across this nation has been tainted. It's been tainted by a handful of people who perhaps abuse their authority, but it's also been tainted by a false narrative that's been espoused across this country and vilifying law enforcement officers. I spent 40 years wearing that uniform, something that I will always cherish. Spent 18 years as a police chief of this department. And the Fresno Police Department will always be near and dear to me. The law enforcement profession will always be near and dear to me. And as a mayor of this city, I vowed to do everything I can to make sure that they have the resources that they need and the added police officers to keep our community safe. And I want to say a special thanks to Chief Paco Valderrama, who had the privilege of bringing into the department. I say today, I said then, he's the right person for the right time to lead this police department within our city. And I'm grateful that he chose to serve in the city of Fresno. Let me just say this about the officers and the profession that they are getting into. briefly. And I've said this at nearly every swearing-in ceremony that I've spoken at. Police officers in general are expected to see the unseen and to know the unknown and to make these split-second decisions with limited facts, knowing full well that you're going to be second-guessed after the fact by those who have all the facts. And I want you to know that when you make a good faith decision, you'll be supported in that decision by your police chief and by me. And I want to thank you again for choosing this profession. And then lastly, to the families. We have a saying in our police department, and it's been a saying for many, many years. And that is, although it is a police officer that wears the badge, it is the family that carries the weight of that badge, the burden of not knowing if your loved one is going to come home at night at the end of their shift, being at home alone when your loved one is working a weekend or a night or a holiday. So you carry that weight. And I want to say thank you to the families for allowing your loved one to serve in this profession, a noble profession, a profession that I look back on my career and thank God I had an opportunity to serve. So thank you all for being here, and God bless you.
I would now like to invite up to the podium Chief Balderrama. Chief, for a few words, please.
Good afternoon. I'm Paco Balderrama, Chief of Police for the City of Fresno, and thank you for being here today to show your support to our new police officers and for those who are being sworn in and also for those being promoted today. Like the mayor said, our community is facing many challenges, and many of these challenges affect the men and women in law enforcement. Being a cop in 2021 is not easy. Crime is high, support is low, and our profession has been heavily questioned and even attacked. But despite these challenges, we know that the work we are doing is necessary, is honorable, is life-changing. We change lives by saving them, by protecting those who are vulnerable, and by bringing criminals who hurt our victims to justice. We also change lives by touching them. Some of you will never hear of the stories of my officers buying homeless people food, changing the locks on a burglary victim's door, or buying Christmas presents for needy families. Just today, I got a thank you card. It was sitting on my desk when I got here this morning. The card was from a Miss Bonnie Black. Miss Black was the victim of a robbery where her purse was stolen. In her purse was something very sacred to her. It was a $2 bill that her father-in-law gave her 66 years ago. When he gave it to her, he said to her, "Put this in your purse, and as long as you have it, you will never be broke." The officer, David DeChow, he took the report, then he came back a little bit later and left a note for Miss Black. In the note was a $2 bill. And the note said this: "As long as you have this, you will never be broke." You'll never hear about that story on the 6 o'clock or 11 o'clock news. But I didn't make this up. She sent me this card telling me. She also tells me that she broke down crying and she gave him a big hug. We are making a difference. Amongst all the different things that police officers do and give to their community, I am convinced that the most important thing that we can give is hope. Hope to a domestic violence victim that there will be a brighter tomorrow. Hope to a child that they will no longer be abused. Hope to family members of a slaughtered victim that we will bring the culprits to justice. We just give hope. As I proudly look upon the new police officers and my leaders of tomorrow, I have hope as well. Hope that this police department will make our community safe, a safe and prosperous place to live and to raise a family. And when there is injustice, we will do our part to make it right. Thank you for being the few who have the courage, intellect, self-control, and ethics to do this job. Thank you for being a part of a leadership team that will make the Fresno Police Department the best police department in the state of California. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. It is now time to issue some badges. Officers, will you please rise? Officers, please take your positions at the front. Family members, just so you know, we will be calling up the officers one at a time to be issued their badges. They will return down to the front. Once all have been issued, that will be the opportunity for the selected individuals to come forward and pin the badges. Plenty of opportunity to take pictures at that point, promise you guys. Okay, we are set.
Please welcome Police Officer Valentin Abrego, Jr. Valentin was born in Visalia, California, and graduated from Orosi High School. Valentin is engaged to Michelle, and they have 3 children. Please welcome Police Officer Jacob Andrade. He was born in Fresno, California, and graduated from CSU Fresno with a bachelor's degree in forensic behavioral science. He's engaged to Raquel Rodriguez, and this is his first law enforcement job. Please welcome Police Officer Isaiah Brown. Isaiah was born in Fresno and graduated from Central High School. He also served 4 years in the United States Marine Corps. Please welcome Police Officer Rose Diaz. Rose was born in Fresno, California. She graduated from J.E. Young and graduated from Fresno City College Police Academy. Please welcome Police Officer Michael Espinoza. Michael was born in San Jose, California, and graduated from Atwater High. He served 20 years in the United States Marine Corps and retired as a gunnery sergeant. He's the father of 2 boys. Please welcome Police Officer Michaela Fejo. Michaela was born in Tulare and graduated from Tulare Western High. She has a bachelor's degree in criminology from Fresno State.
Congratulations.
Please welcome Police Officer Matthew Gertzen. Matthew was born in Fresno and graduated from Clovis North High. He has a Bachelor's of Science in Criminal Justice with a minor in drug abuse from Northwestern Oklahoma State. Please welcome Police Officer Andrew Hernandez. Andrew was born in Visalia, California. He has an Associate of Science in Criminology from Reedley College. He's engaged to Daniela Andrade. Please welcome Police Officer Jermaine Jones. Jermaine was born in Sacramento, California, and graduated from Grant High School. He has been married to Tanita for 10 years, and they have 2 sons. Please welcome Police Officer Vincent Lopez. Vincent was born in Sanger, California, and graduated from Clovis East High. He has an associate's degree in aircraft armament systems from Community College of the Air Force. He served in the United States Air Force for 9 years. Please welcome Police Officer John Mendez. John was born in Selma, California, and graduated from Selma High. He attended Tulare Kings County's Police Academy and also graduated from the Institute of Technology in Clovis with an associate's degree in criminology. Please welcome Police Officer Ernesto Mendoza. Ernesto was born in Visalia and graduated from Farmersville High. He has a bachelor's degree in information technology from University of Phoenix and served in the United States Army for 5 years as a signal support systems specialist. Please welcome Police Officer Brian Meza. Brian was born in Hanford, California, and graduated from Coalinga High. He's been married to Mackenzie Bell for 1 year and previously worked for the Coalinga Police Department. Please welcome Police Officer Trevor Morgenstern. Trevor was born in Fresno and graduated from Clovis East High. He served in the United States Navy for 5.5 years. He's married to Kaylee Morgenstern for 5 years as well. Please welcome Police Officer Nicholas Mua. Nicholas was born in Fresno and graduated from Clovis East High. He has an associate's degree in administration of justice from Clovis Community College. He's married to Miter Tao and worked for Table Mountain Police for 2 years. Please welcome Police Officer Matthew Rodarte. Matthew was born in Fresno and graduated from Clovis East High. He has an associate's degree in criminology from Fresno City College. Please welcome Police Officer Ignacio Reese. Ignacio was born in Fresno, California, and graduated from Clovis North High. He's engaged to Kayla, and they have a baby on the way. Please welcome Police Officer Kristen Thompson. Kristen was born in Porterville, California, and graduated from Bullard High. She has a bachelor's degree in criminology from Fresno State. She previously worked as a cadet for the Fresno Police Department. Please welcome Police Officer Vincent Tinoco. Vincent was born in Delano, California, and graduated from Delano High. He has an associate's degree in criminal law from the College of the Sequoias and served 8 years in the United States Marine Corps. Please welcome Police Officer Joni Yanez. Johnny was born in Garden Grove, California, and graduated from Tulare Western High. He has a bachelor's degree in science in technical management from DeVry University. He's engaged to Viridiana and has one daughter. Please welcome Police Officer Lateral, Nicholas Colon Zamago. Nicholas was born in Sanger, California, and graduated from Reedley High School. He's married to Claudia, and they have 5 children. He previously worked at the Stockton Police Department for 3 years. Please welcome Police Officer Lateral Elias Gonzalez. Elias was born in San Jose, California, and graduated from Tracy High. Elias has a bachelor's degree from Fresno State in criminology. He previously worked for Hayward Police Department. He's currently in a relationship with Delilah Solorio, and they are expecting a baby girl in September. Please welcome Police Officer Lateral Jonathan Major. Jonathan was born in Fresno, California, and graduated from Clovis East High. He previously worked for the California Highway Patrol.
Okay, family members, now it's that time. Will those who have been selected to pin the badges on our newly appointed officers, will you please come forward? Officers, go ahead and separate 1 arm's distance away. Family members, you're allowed to come on up and pin the badges. All right, thank you, family members. Officers, please return to your seats. Officers, seats. That's okay if you wanted to clap. All right. I would now like to invite the 4 sergeants who are being promoted to the stage, please, for the receiving of their badge. Once on stage, please have a seat. They will each receive their badges individually. Once they receive the badge, just so family knows, we'll have them go down to the floor, and after everyone's received them, you'll be able to come up and take pictures and pin the badges on.
Please welcome Police Sergeant Sukhbir Chauhan. Sukhbir was born in Fresno and graduated from Central High East. Sukhbir has a bachelor's degree in business administration from California Coast University and a master's degree in organizational leadership. He's currently working towards completing a doctorate in psychology. He's married to Sonita, and they have 1 2-month-old daughter. Please welcome Police Sergeant Parvinder Dillon. Parvinder was born in Sanger, California, and graduated from Central High. Parvinder has a bachelor's of science in criminology from Fresno State. She worked 2 years as a police officer for the Santa Maria Police Department. She's married to Ricky, and they have a 4-year-old son. Please welcome Police Sergeant Eric Iya. Eric was born in Cambodia and graduated from Hoover High. He has a bachelor's of science in criminology from Fresno State. He's married to Samantha, and they have 4 children. Please welcome Police Sergeant Michael Pierce. Michael was born in Fresno and graduated from Clovis High. He has a bachelor's degree in criminology from Fresno State and a master's degree from Fresno Pacific University in organizational leadership. He's married to Tara, and they have 3 children.
Okay, family members, please come forward to pin on the badges. Thank you, family members. Sergeants, please take your seats. All right, for our very last portion of the promotional ceremony, may I have the staff officers come to the stage who are being promoted. Now we're going to do this just a little bit differently. Each one of the staff officers has selected an individual to pin on their badge. We're going to have you, after they are called up to receive their badge, come forward and pin it on up on stage, please. Guys, go ahead and have a seat. Okay.
Please welcome Police Lieutenant Brian Baez. Brian was born in Fresno, California, and graduated from Kerman High. He has a Bachelor's of Science in Criminology from Fresno State and is married to Jordan.
Will the family member who is pinning the badge on Lieutenant Baez please come forward? Jordan. You didn't tell her she was going to come up? Okay. Either way. Brian, come forward and say a few words. Podium is yours.
Wow. Never talked to a crowd this big before. One word that came to mind when I received this promotion was gratitude and how grateful I was. When I think about this promotion, being promoted to lieutenant, I'm grateful for several things. The most important is God for always putting me on the right path. Grateful for my parents, Mary and Danny, who've taught me the importance of having a strong work ethic, doing a job right, and making sure that the job is done. And thank goodness I didn't forget this because I almost did. I'm thankful for my wife, Jordan, who has always been there for me, whether it's on a call, while on calls, on vacation, or constantly being called out. Thank you for your unwavering support. And most importantly, to my leadership team and my mentors here in the Fresno Police Department, I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for you and the guidance I received from all of you. So I'm extremely grateful, and that's the way I'm going to handle this promotion going forward, with gratitude. Thank you.
Please welcome Police Captain Robert Beckwith. Robert was born in Fresno, California, and graduated from Bullard High. He has a bachelor's degree in criminal justice management from Union Institute and University. He previously worked for Delano Police Department for 7 years. He has been married to Z for 28 years, and they have 2 children.
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank everybody for being here. I was so happy to get promoted because I wasn't going to have to stand up here anymore at the swearing-in ceremonies and talk because of how nervous I always got. But so here I am again. So listen, there's a lot of people that I would like to thank, and a lot of people that have played a very important part in my career. But you know, first and foremost, you have to have a very supportive family. And, you know, my wife Z has stood behind me for 28 years. I've been a police officer for 30 years. And without her support and the support from my family, from my daughter Courtney, my son Tyler, my mom, I wouldn't be standing here today. And so a message I have to our new officers is if you want to have a long career, such as mine, 30 years, it's a long time. But you only get here one way. You have to have balance. You have to have balance at home, and you have to have balance at work. Carry that throughout your career. You'll serve this community well, and you'll have a very good career. So thank you, everybody, for being here, and enjoy the rest. Thank you.
Please welcome Police Deputy Chief Burke Farah. Burke was born in Trona, California, and graduated from Hoover High. He has a bachelor's degree from UCLA and a master's in public administration from National University. He previously worked at the Los Angeles Police Department for 3 years. He has been married to Diana for 3 years and has one son.
Wow, look who's here. Come on, KJ. You gonna help your auntie out?
Your godson. I need these.
Thank goodness. She's a nurse. If this goes wrong, she can fix it. All right, make sure she gets back where she's supposed to. Good afternoon, and thanks to each and every one of you for attending. I know there's someone in this room that is special to you, and there's several of you that are special to me. I'd be remiss and stupid if I didn't thank my lovely wife, Diana, right off the bat, because memory could kick in at any moment or just fail me completely. My mother, Judy, is here, my brother, Dean, my uncle, Gary, my in-laws, Phyllis and Don Maloof, Keishane, Brandy, Beverly, everybody here, and then the whole CRMC crew that's back there. Give me a whoop whoop. Yeah, right? That's what happens when you marry a nurse. You get the whole hospital. It's kind of neat. In addition, there's so many of you that are part of the Fresno PD family that have been supportive throughout my career. It's been 28 years here with the city of Fresno. It's been a privilege to police my hometown. And like I told the chief, I'm looking forward to the next 10 years. I'm only 55. I get to go until I'm 65 according to the system. It is my goal to serve this community as best I can for the next decade. I look forward to watching each and every one of you achieve your career goals and your dreams. And the way we do that is by playing this as a team sport. See, this doesn't happen without this. And thanks to my professional colleagues, and more importantly, my friends that have been supportive and helpful along the way. It is my privilege to serve you, and I look forward to doing that in the Fresno Police Department. We've got a few things on our plate right now. Violent crime is number one, and we're going to focus on that. Second is connecting with community, and those two things go together. We don't solve violent crime without those connections in the community. And I know that several of these folks over here have their phones blow up every time something violent happens in our community. That's because people reach out, they want to help, they want Fresno to be a better place. The third thing is we need more of these guys. We're looking to hire 120 cops in the next 15 months, and every single one of us has to be committed to that recruiting goal. Every single one of us has to tell our story. Every single one of us has to look for great people in our community that have a heart for service and a spirit of discipline and dedication to the greatest profession on earth. It has been a privilege to serve for the next 30. If the next 10 go as fast as the last 10, we'll be back here for a retirement party in no time. So thank you very much for your support today. Thank you to each and every one of the officers that have been sworn in today, to my colleagues who were promoted, and to each and every member of the Fresno Police Department family. The mayor's right. The cops wear the badge, but the family carries the weight. Thank you for carrying that weight for us. We appreciate you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Bert. All right, it is now time to administer the oath. And may I have the 4 sergeants please come to the front. Officers, please rise. Officers, please take your positions. Officers, quarter turn to your right.
Good afternoon. My name is Marco Martinez, and it is an honor to be here on behalf of the Fresno City Clerk's Office to do the administration of the oath. I will go ahead and administer the oath. When I am done, please respond with "I swear" or "I affirm." If you can all please raise your right hands. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will support and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that you will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California, that you take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that you will well and faithfully discharge the duties upon which you are about to enter? Congratulations to each and every one of you.
Congratulations, everybody. I'd like to invite back to the podium our chief for a few closing words before we dismiss everyone.
Again, thank you very much for being here today. Thank you for coming here and showing your support to the men and women before you who are going to do an exceptional job out there. We have a tough job to do. They have a tough job to do. In law enforcement, we have our ups, we have our downs, but having a good family support, as Captain Beckwith said, that's the most important thing. We need you. We need those prayers. We need that support because this job is difficult. But these men and women know that they're doing something that is very worthy in our community. They have a purpose, they have a mission, and they're going to go out there and do great things. And I'll leave you with one of my favorite quotes from Joe Louis. It says, "You only have one life to live, but if you do it right, you only need one." Thank you for being here. Stick around for refreshments and also to take follow pictures.
Absolutely. Perfect. Officers, if you will please follow Chance down to your left for the last photograph to the side. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us today. Your friends and family members that just got sworn in or promoted will be back in just a second. Please enjoy the refreshments.